Hello, everyone. It is Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art. I love showing off from my heart and teaching you how to create a little joy in your life through some fun, simple, and quick art projects. We are doing August series of 5-minute flowers. August includes the chrysanthemum, the gladiolus, and the poppy. The main part of the gladiolus, and that's what we're going to be working on now, the gladiolus. This is the main flower. Gladiolus tends to grow in a long um, cone shape, I guess, with foliage and buds and different size gladiolus. We're just going to work on the main flower today and not the whole stem portion of it. And we are going to get started. I'm going to turn you guys around. Okay, so I have my palette here. I have apple red, some yellow, which I think I need a little more of. This is moon yellow that I'm using. Put it right there. Some citrus green, some thicket, some white, some black, and some magenta. Okay, I'm going to pick up some of my red and my yellow, and I'm going to work it in here to like a peachy orangish color. If you wanted to use a whole different color of paint, you could use pink melon, or there's a coral, I believe. Do I have it here? There is another. Oh, is this it? Here it is. Fire coral or pink melon, or you can mix like I am. Okay? I'm going to dip a little bit in my floating medium, and I'm going to pick up this orange with a little bit of white on the tip. Okay. The gladiolus, the main flower in the gladiolus, is 6 petals, and they're all the same. They're just going in a different direction. So I'm just going to put a little dot here where I want the middle of my flower. And I'm going to stand my brush up. I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure. I'm going to wiggle my brush up to a point, and then I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure, and I'm going to wiggle it down. Okay? Pick up some more of this orange. Okay? And some white. And again, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to wiggle it up, and I'm going to wiggle it down. I'm going to turn this. I paint on a Lazy Susie, so I am constantly moving my surface. And I'm going to wiggle up, stand up, and wiggle down. Okay? For our next 3, we're going to turn it completely upside down. And pick up some white again. And we're going to add one here, stand up, and one down. And now these will kind of overlap a little bit. Make sure I have my orange on there. Pick up a little bit of white. Again, the white part of my brush is starting where I put that dot for the center. Work my way up, stand up, and then work my way down. And then last but not least, let me mix up a little bit more. Pick up some white. And we'll add in the last petal here, stand up, and come down. Okay, so now we have all our petals. I'm going to use my rag. I'm just going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this magenta and white and load it in here on my brush. Okay, and then we're going to, again, stand up, make a little bit of a scoop, and then stand up. So the only part of my brush, it's a little hard to see, I'll show you again. The only part of my brush that's moving is the top part. See the white part? I twist with my thumb and forefinger. Thumb and forefinger. Okay. So the bottom is dark, the top is white. And I'm going to get my liner brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this magenta. I'm twirling my liner brush through my thumb and forefinger. I want my liner brush to have a nice point on it. And I'm going to pull in a little bit of background to the center of my gladiolus here. Okay, rinse my brush, wipe it off, and then go pick up some white. Again, I'm turning my brush with my thumb and forefinger, and I'm just pulling in a few little stamen in here on our white. I'm going to come back to my yellow, and I'm adding the little pollen bits. They're called something, I don't know what, on the edge and the tips of my stamens. Okay, I'll wash my brush again. I'm going to pick up some of the dark green. I'm going to come over here and pick up some of the light green on the same brush. And then I'm going to make a stem. Okay. I'll go back to my flat brush. My flat brush is about, I don't know, a third of an inch wide. It's the same size almost as about my pointer finger. It's not quite a half inch. I'm going to get some floating medium in my brush. And I'm going to pick up green and the light green. Come back to my runway. Dark green, light green. Come back to my runway. And I'm going to add a few little leaves to my stem. And there's our gladiolus. I hope you enjoyed watching.